Well, I'm gonna take this thing to the gas station if it will make it. So let's give it a shot. Well, we made it. Had lots of people checking her out. I'm sure the camera angle was terrible on the way over here. I'm sorry about that, guys, but you know, you do what you can. Sideways. Yeah, this thing's pretty fun. Running so good, man. Damn, it's running good. Well, guys, it's the next day. I went and picked up my posse from my dad's house. This is a P-type rear end. So it's Buick, it's Pontiac. Came out of like a 66 or 67 GTO or 442. This will eventually go into my 67 convertible, but for now I'm gonna use it in the dirt. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, before I even take it out of here, I'm gonna kind of like spray it down with some degreaser. It's not too dirty, the backing plates, and then spray it down with the water hose while it's still in the back of the truck. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna put this GoPro on the charger, and I will film some more when I get some work done. What's going on, everyone? Well, it's a new day. I made a little trip up to Leander. It's about an hour away. We picked up something for this guy that we're gonna install today. I'll show you that in a second. But I thought I'd start off with just a little cold start. Just let it warm up, just cause. I'm gonna pass the camera off to dude. Okay, so what we are going to do today is install this hood scoop. So I just thought it would be easier to get a hood scoop with a flange so that I can just bolt it down pretty easily. I do have that hood scoop that I made, but the flanges are like underneath and it's kind of floppy. It's be more difficult to work with. I don't feel like struggling, so I'm going to do this. Here's the rear end. It's wanted to paint it up before I really started messing with it. I'm gonna, this is like a, it is appliance epoxy Rust-Oleum. So I figured I'd give it a really durable finish and make it easy to like wipe down. And I thought that white just looks sick. I've never really seen a white rear end. I think I might do the brake stuff gold. Anyway, okay. So the first thing we're gonna need to do is get this hood straight. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, sorry, I got distracted, had to go inside. So first of all, there's like some extra screws that I need to find that I took off that holds that down on that hood hinge. But anyway, see how it's not aligned right here. I need to kind of like shift it like that. All right, I'm gonna set you guys up here while I try to adjust this hood. Well, it's totally loose, so that's a start. It definitely needs to come forward more. It's doing better on the alignment. It's progress. Center on this character line. It needs to come to the right more in here, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to match that line because this one already is a little bit to the right. I think I'm gonna split the difference and call it good. I mean, it seems to have a consistent gap. Ooh, this side's a little wide. I'm thinking that's probably the fender's fault though. I think this hood's straight like this, and the fender needs to come in. But I'm just going to do it like this to match the character lines, not care about the gap, because race car, and we'll get to marking and cutting and all that. Well, I think we might need one more adjust. Because now it's shifted to the left, and it's pretty equally to the left on that. So I'm not really sure what I can do about that. Man, it really needs to be right, I think. But I kind of don't care. I'm gonna mess with it a little bit more. I've decided it's good enough. Fuck it, I don't care. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to get the air cleaner, what do you even call that, dude? Stud, the air cleaner stud in the carburetor. Close the hood so I can see where our center point is, and then we will make a mark. And the only thing I really have to cut it is a Sawzall, so that's what we'll use. I could definitely run like a regular size air cleaner through here, but where's the fun in that? And that's going to restrict my horsepower. So I just made sure to just go ham and go ridiculous with how much I was hammering away to get my mark there. It's totally unnecessary to do all that, but I was kind of having fun, if I'm being honest, so I beat on it a little bit. But now I'm going to pop this here hood, and I'm going to take off this piece of chrome. Then I'm going to make a mark using the air cleaner lid as a reference point, and I think I'm going to cut out a square, like a rectangular size shape maybe. Anyway, all right, well, I'm going to get to work. So I'm fiddling with my choke here. It keeps wanting to come out since it doesn't have the blade to hold it in there. And I'm not using a choke. I don't foresee myself using one in the near future. So I'm trying to fight this clip. I don't want it to fall in there. And then I'll just take this off and put it in the box. And I'll put it back on whenever I'm ready for a choke. Guys, we had a slight problem. I dropped a clip down into the carburetor. I don't think it got past the secondaries yet, so I think I might take my carburetor off. Really don't want to do that, but I don't have a magnet to fish it out, I don't think. Not really, anyway. Maybe I can get a screwdriver that's magnetic. Anyway, that's what just happened. Dude, guys, I don't see it in there. Fuck it. if that kills my engine, fuck it. I don't think it will though. It's so thin and small, it'll just blow right out the exhaust with it. Yellow swagger. Anyway, so that's just an example of working on cars. Could I take the carb off and fish it out of the intake manifold? Yeah, but it is so flippin' small, guys. Like, look at this thing. That's like a fingernail. So it'll be fine. Blow me up in the comments. I can't believe this dude didn't fish it out of the intake. Well, you know what, guys? I'm still not gonna. So let's go ahead and toss that guy down in there. Oh, look. He's looking for this guy. Okay, so I'm back to getting the hood off. So the whole reason why I did that is because I didn't want it flopping around and losing that huge linkage in the motor. I think that would probably cause a problem, but that retainer clip, I don't think so. Like, here it is right here. See, if this fell in, that would be a problem. Clip, it was just like all free, and I didn't want it to get crazy and go in there because that clip is so small. I'm weak. Take a look at these clips, man. I've never done anything like this. They're like rubber, and it's like some socket shaped thing goes in there, but I can't get anything to it. So I think I'm just gonna leave it on. I'll leave it on and I'll try to shape my cow hood around it. So all right, well, set you back up here. So this is pretty close to the shape we want. I'd like it to be a little bit bigger, but that'll get us started. Okay guys, it's not very pretty. It's been a while since I've done fabricating. It used to kind of be my job to fabricate, but now I'm an engineer and I sit on a laptop all day. So I designed it on the run. You can kind of see how I do things is I just get started. I don't like to spend a whole lot of time figuring out every last little detail. I just like to get in there and do it, and I evolve as I go. So this was the air cleaner. Then I was like, okay, well, we need to square it off. That was kind of where the box was at. And then I was like, hey, I actually have squares. Why don't I do that? And then I took some actual measurements. And this is when I did that. These X's are so I know where I'm going to drill. And also keep track of all of these millions of lines. So I'm going to get a drill and get to cutting, I guess. Let's do it. I'm going to use a step bit in hopes that this will make a big enough hole for my sawzall to go in. So I didn't quite aim it quite right with my eyeball in. But you know what? I ended up doing it right anyway, looking at my lines. Sweet. Okay, so my mistake was correct. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to meet this line over here and then do that up there. Should have known better and used a shitty Makita. I'll be right back with a real man's toy. Alright, so I decided to quit hitting it with my purse there and get a real man's tool. Get this sucker finished. Just ignore that last bit. We got a charged battery now. It's good enough for government work anyway. So let's see if it'll fit now. Alright, well I ran out of memory card space, so I had to go transfer the files to my computer. While I was doing that, I made some progress. Essentially all I did was kind of line this character line up in the middle of the hood and not paying attention to all this excess stuff here. I drilled the pilot hole. I actually just broke a bit, so that's why I stopped. Drilled the pilot hole because you do not want this to split. It will. And then I'm using some self-tapping screws with the driver and just barely sinking them in there. I don't want to break anything. So I'm going to set you guys up. You can watch me finish.
officially mounted, guys. I like it. I think it looks cool. I mean, it's just a race car. Is it done properly? Nah. Will this work? I think so, as long as it'll pass tech. Eventually I'm going to build a little tray so that it seals up here, and we'll get some cal induction. But for now, I'm going to start the car and see if I blow up the engine with that little clip that I left in here.